Hello and welcome. I'm at the Coleorton Millennium Garden. Well, it's been here about 26 years, I suppose, but it's really quite a nice spot in this parish. So sometimes Coleorton is signposted as a parish, and obviously a lot of people think it as a village, but in fact it's many sort of ancient manors that have joined all together, and I'm looking forward to having a look around all these different towns, as they call them now, which are all put together to make this place quite interesting, really. There's a lot of history here, and they've got a heritage group which do a lot as regards the blue plaque system. They've got many plaques on historical buildings signifying businesses and different structures that form part of the history of this area. So I'm very keen to go and wander around and have a look and share it with you. So I do hope you enjoy it. It's a lovely afternoon, so we'll start here and see what we can find. So this is in the centre of the garden. They certainly take care of the appearance with these lovely flowers. They certainly need quite a lot of watering this summer. It's exceptional weather we've been having. Coleorton, in the heart of the National Forest. The parish of Coleorton. No signs of a village, but we have Coleorton Moor with some lovely flowers, church town, farm town, and Peg's Green, named after Mr. Peg, a landowner. So now we'll make our way down this way, which there's a sign over here saying Church Town, so in the parish of Coleorton. So we'll see what's down here. The first plaque on our walk today is the Viscount Beaumont's C of E Primary School. It has a Christian ethos with a motto: all can participate, all can enjoy, all can achieve, enabling children to flourish and succeed. Now this is St. John's Chapel, so we'll go and have a closer look. Well, this is impressive, isn't it? This avenue of trees going to the front door. I think it was first built as a mortuary chapel because the main church, St. Mary's, ran out of room in their graveyard, so they thought they'd create one here. So the chapel was built in 1857 and is Grade 2 listed, but unfortunately is now closed. Inside there are some very nice stained glass windows. There is interest in the parish to secure the chapel for the enjoyment of the community, so let's hope this can be achieved. The grounds are managed by St. Mary's Parish, and beautiful wildflowers flourish here. Well, they certainly have a lot of gravestones here, and it's exceptionally well looked after. All the grass is mowed, and it's a great deal of flowers on the graves, etc. So must be greatly valued by the local community. Quite a peaceful place. We're on the junction that goes to Farmtown now, and here's the Coleorton War Memorial. It certainly seems to cover both the First and Second World Wars. It's just a very quiet spot in the parish. Well, this is Farmtown, so it's got a lot of traditional houses and farmhouses around here, so it's a very nice place. I've taken my hat off because I was getting so warm. It's a lovely afternoon. Well, you can certainly see why it's called Farmtown, because we've got... Yeah, hello. How are you doing? All right? You seem to have got quite a big field all to yourself. Well, there's some more over there. There's certainly been a lot of harvesting here. You're enjoying yourself there in the sunshine, aren't you? Yeah. And we can see the windmill on the horizon, which you can see when you get to the junction of the A42, which is quite close to here. We're walking down the entrance path to St. Mary the Virgin. It goes back a long time, 1179 I think it said on the sign, but it's certainly got a nice entrance here. Ideal for wedding photography, I would think. Quite a nice spot. We'll open the gate and see what's the other side. It's amazing the sounds these old gates make, isn't it, when you open them, all the solid wood. Well, the sun's certainly on this side of the church today, which makes it very nice. It's looking its best. So they say they run out of grave space here, so that's why they built the chapel we looked at earlier. Oh, certainly got a nice spire on it, hasn't it? Lovely. The porch was built in 1864. Very nice too. It's a Grade 2 listed building, and on the notice board it says it has a Holy Communion service once a month and also a monthly messy church. Next to the church is Coleorton Hall, formerly the seat of the Beaumont baronets. In 1948, the Beaumonts sold the house to the National Coal Board for use as offices. Then in 1997, it was sold for redevelopment and converted into residential apartments. I've just climbed over this stile by the road, and here we can just see the ancient bridge. It's quite unique, really. It's got a lot of history with the management of the land around here, and it's called Fish Pond Bridge, I suppose because we got this big lake this side, which is very nice. very pretty. You can see some lily pads right over there. So there may be some fish in there, but let's see if we can actually see a bit of the bridge itself through all these tree leaves and things. So yes, there's several arches here. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, I think. Don't know if there's a... Yeah, it's just the 3 arches. So I think you can actually see through one to the other side. So be interesting to see that if we can. Gotta be careful. There we go. Okay. So, oh, there's some stinging nettles here as well. So you've got to be quite careful. Oh, don't know if any bats live in here or anything, but walk through to the other side, have a quick look. Oh, more stinging nettles, but we do have more lily pads. Yeah, you can see the road that goes over the top here, and this is the other side. Just see some of the arches down there and some more of the lily pads down there. This is Bell Cottage, which was part of the stables of the Bell Hotel, which was a coaching inn in the 17th century. Well, I'm walking down the moorlands, which comes up from the A511. The first thing we come across is the King's Arms. The King's Arms is a nice country pub. It's got a nice car park. It's actually got a defibrillator on the side there. I think they do nice food as well. So a nice country pub. And then we just got to go on a few steps more and we come across Rosine Cottage, which oh yeah, it's got one of these blue plaques on, so be interesting to see what that one says. It's nice to see the history of these places. I think it was part of the Beaumont estate years ago.
Then in 1881 it became a butcher shop run by the Walker family, and in 1939 Bert Walker was made head man of the Home Guard, so it became their headquarters. A little further down the moor we have the Beckwith Bakery blue plaque. John and Lucy Beckwith were the schoolmasters at Viscount Beaumont School in 1820. When they retired, they took over the bakery and shop, and so it became a local landmark and now a private residence.
So walking on down the moor, we come across Pit Lane over there. Now that goes to the woods, which we'll go to a bit later. Coleorton Wood we see on the finger post here, but I think there's something quite interesting down here on the right. Yeah, I think it's just past this lovely cottage, ivy cottage, and this little building down here. I'm sure it's got a blue plaque on it, so we'll see. Oh yeah, here we are. Blue plaque. The Communal Bakehouse. There we go. Oh, I say, before it was a bakehouse, it might have been a gunpowder store. Well, hope they cleaned all the gunpowder out before they started baking bread, eh? But, yeah. So this is how it looks from the road. But there is a footpath, I think, just down here. It says public footpath, so you've got a gate and everything. Oh, complicated that. Oh, one of these wooden gates again that makes a lot of noise. So here's the other side of the bakehouse, and it's there we are. There's the door of the back where they used to go in to bake their bread, and we've got a seat and one of these nice heritage signs which tells you a bit more about it. And oh, it looks like it was a ruin at one stage and they've basically rebuilt it. Isn't that fantastic? So another plaque down here which I'm not sure what it is, but oh, and another seat. Don't know if this is of interest.
Well, let's see what it says. Bina and Bernie Jacques donated the bakehouse and its adjacent land to preserve the heritage of the village for the enjoyment of its residents. Wow, what a lovely thing to do. Walking down one of the lovely lanes in the parish, I find the former Queen's Head Inn. It dates back to the 18th century and was licensed as an inn until 1882, and now is an impressive private residence.
Well, that was interesting. I met the owner, and of course that used to be a bauble workshop, and she says they've baubles. Well, I thought that to start with was Christmas decorations, but in fact it's trinkets that probably they used to salesmen used to come and pick them up, take them to Skegness to sell to people on holiday. Oh, it's a bit of nice refreshing wind today. And she's finding lots of broken bits in the garden still today from that bauble manufacturing cottage industry, you could say, years ago. So it's lovely, isn't it? Such a lot of just interesting facts about this area. So we can see what we can find next. So I think this is what was known as the Angel Inn, but it's all boarded up along the front now. Looks like it's closed.
It closed in September 2022 due to structural problems, but last year it was given permission to be converted into new homes. So watch this space. The new inn serves real ales, good food, and run by a family, so a very friendly atmosphere awaits you. And opposite what was known as the California Pit, named after the 1849 California gold rush.
This was the site of the Coleorton Pit 1. It's now Zion Hill Recreation Ground, and it's got a big area of grass and a play area all fenced off for the children. So looks like there's some goalposts over there as well, but certainly not a lot of sign of the pit now. It's just been converted as a recreation ground. I've walked up Moor Lane, and it's right on the border between Coleorton and Swannington, and we can see these alpacas here, but also we can see the windmill over there, which is in Swannington, but that's also the site of the Califat mine, which is part of the 3 Coleorton mines. So I think I can give myself permission to just walk over there and have a look and see what remains of the mine. Ah yeah, it's a public footpath on the right. And there we have the windmill. So different locals call it different names. Some Hough, which has sort of got Scottish flavour to it, or Hough. So you can take your choice really. I don't really know, seeing I haven't lived here all of my life in this area. You might tell from the accent I'm from Gloucestershire.
Hough Windmill is a beautiful restored late 18th century tower windmill. It was saved from a derelict state in 1994. It serves as a prominent local landmark and a window into the region's rich industrial past.
Well, it's amazing the amount of history in this area of coal mining. Sort of 800 years of coal mining. So there's a lot to find out. There's lots of notice boards around to tell you a bit about everything, so it's well worth a visit. And I suppose this is one of the main visitor attractions, this windmill, but also the mines have got a lot of history for the local people and their ancestors.
Coleorton No. 2 mine was known as Califat, named after the 1854 Russian siege of the town of Califat during the Crimean War.
Here's the remnants of the Victorian mine workings at Califat. In operation from 1854 to 1873. Horses were used a lot in the mining industry, and this is a winding wheel which the horse used to go round and round, and so there's a rope that went over to the mine shaft, which is over there, to bring up the baskets of coal. So that seemed to be where one of the shafts were. all part of the history of this area. Well, this is an interesting looking object, isn't it? It's all undercover to keep it in good condition.
In fact, this is the hat stack boiler and dates from the 18th century, a rare survivor of that time.
When you walk around the old mine workings, there's lots of the mining gnomes around, so keep your eye out for them. They can pop up anywhere. Califat Colliery, 1855 to 1873. And here we have some further excavations going on, finding out more of the history of the mines and all the different engine houses and pump houses. A lot to discover. And also we have a plaque here which is in memory of the miners who died as a result of a break-in of water on the 8th of October 1863. Harry Clements, 16 years old. Jeremiah Rose, 40. Thomas Bird, 50. Oh well, God bless their family who have those as ancestors. Well, I've made it down to Coleorton Woods now. There's a small car park here down the end of Pit Lane, so I'll have a quick look round and see what's here. There's a big sign here with the footpaths on and some information. It was one of the last deep pits around this area. I think it was the last one, called Bug and Wink. So we'll find out what that means later on. I think the wood was created when the start of the National Forest, which is up here, covers a vast area of Leicestershire, and so it's certainly matured now, and even though I think we're in like the fourth heat wave of the year, there's certainly a lot of greenery around here, so it seems to be surviving quite well with the sort of near drought situations we have.
The area is deep-rooted in coal mining history that spans nearly a millennium, progressing from medieval shallow excavations to heavy 19th century deep shaft extraction.
So I was just reading the sign about the Bug and Wink mine and where that nickname come from, and it seems that it was made up by the workers to mean something like hoodwink or humbug. It's that they thought that the pit owners were doing them out of their bonuses for the coal they were getting out of the ground, I think, so something like that. So there's a bit of mistrust between the white collar people and the miners, which were in this deep pit many years ago. I think it was sunk in, 1875, one of the last ones here. So a nice wood to walk around, not much to see as regards mine workings as far as I can tell so far, but a lot of picnic benches and seats to sit on around all the paths, so certainly a nice afternoon stroll.
In 1988, the Coleorton tunic was discovered near here. This 1550s wool garment is one of the oldest pieces of everyday work clothing ever found in Britain. I'm on the Loughborough Road, the location of the George in the beautiful Leicestershire countryside, visited in the past by Wordsworth and Constable. Inside, many prints of paintings by George Beaumont adorn the walls of this traditional inn.
Well, here we have the Beaumont Social Centre, which used to be the Miners' Welfare Institute, because it used to have one of the mines just around here, and I think they're looking to do quite a lot of improvements, so it's more useful for the local community. Got a nice car park as well. I'm in another part of the village now, and I'm looking for the Methodist chapel, but I think it's just down here. We've got a nice group of more modern houses there. There's such a lot of sort of older traditional houses around, but then I think we've got the Methodist chapel here.
The white building is the original chapel, then used as a schoolroom when the new one was built.
It's quite an ornate red brick building with really nice windows. It's quite impressive. You can tell some of the history by the plaque up the top saying it's a primitive Methodist church, so obviously that goes back in its history.
The chapel closed in 2011 and has since been converted into a unique private residence.
Nice part of the village. I just walked up from the Methodist church, and we now found the site of another blue plaque, so let's go and have a look. Well, I think down this little lane is the old Engine Inn. I think it must be that one there. So I think it's this one. Oh yes, here we are. That's nice, isn't it? And we've got the plaque on here as well. Isn't that the most pretty cottage now? So as we walk a little way further up Stony Lane, we come to this probably the original entrance to the Thatches, dating back to the 1600s. Well, this is an unusual cottage, the Thatches in Coleorton, believed to be the gamekeeper cottage for the Beaumont estate years ago, and it's the last thatched cottage in the parish. I think the best thing is to turn off left here on our walk around this lovely parish. Well, not suitable for motor vehicles, but it does say public footpath, so we'll go down here and See where it leads. Some lovely countryside round here as well. Looks like it hasn't changed for donkey's years, some of these fields. Now this is another interesting place, Aqueduct Bridge, part of the Stevenson's horse-drawn Coleorton Railway, transporting coal and limestone. Opened in 1833 and operated for 40 years. So it's got the Coleorton heritage.org.uk website on there, and I'm just a visitor, so if you want any more information, look up their website and there's lots more information on there. But it's got a lot of stonework here. I think the arch was removed some years ago for safety reasons, I suspect. And you can again see all these ancient stonework from years ago. Oh, there's some people put their initials into the stonework, and slightly different aspect here. So it wasn't an aqueduct as such, as we just found out, but basically I think it was called aqueduct because it probably had some pipe work going over it, from a pumping house to pump the water out of the coal mines nearby. What a fascinating place this is, this area. So rich in history and just interesting things to look at. There's many sort of country pubs to stop at and have a drink or a snack if you're taking a walk. I would think you could break the walks up into perhaps 3 different walks. You needn't do it all at once, but certainly worth doing. Of course, the coal mining history is certainly interesting, with the Coleorton 1, 2 and 3 pits. Probably the Califat one is the most interesting because it's got the artifacts there and they're still excavating, along with the windmill, of course, which is just behind us. So this is why I thought I'd finish the video here, and I hope you've enjoyed the journey round and it's whetted your appetite to have a look at some of it yourself. So it's certainly well worthwhile, and so God bless and take care until we meet again. Bye for now.